Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. I am doing a video today that I have been waiting, it feels like forever to film, but I guess it isn't forever. But my order for the fall winter catalog bars has finally arrived and we are doing a first sniffs. They're still in the bag. I haven't even opened this yet, so I have got literally zero knowledge of what these smell like. I have avoided other people's videos with reviews and cold sniffs because I want these to be like true first sniffs. So these are just, again, first sniffs, first impressions. Things often do change on warm, and I will do a follow-up video after I've warmed all of these scents to let you know how things did performance-wise and whether they changed on warm. The other thing I got here in paper copy is the fall winter catalog. So super cute cover this year. I think this is my favorite cover I've ever seen on a catalog, period. Not just with Scentsy, but just in general. We've got the very nice old puppy dog and the pumpkins and all the Scentsy stuff inside the house. Just such a cozy picture. I love that. So I do have that. I'll probably do a like sit down walkthrough video, kind of like I did last new catalog, just to kind of sit and go through page by page and like kind of like do a tea time sort of thing, like walkthrough. That'll probably be up in the coming days. I'm heading into vacation this week, so I will have a little bit more time on my hands, thank goodness. The other thing I got was a little pack of notepads. These were just kind of something I've had my eye on for a while, and they're just nice to kind of have to jot down notes for customers or just lists and stuff for myself. But now we'll get into the actual like bag of wax that we want to get into here. So we have my bag of testers. This is the new season transition. I feel like this is a lot of transitional testers, but yeah, I guess so. We have a whole big bag of those, so I'll have to switch out my kit here soon. We have 2 more ice packs for the collection. We also have 3 bars of Pina Colada Cha-Cha for a customer and 2 bars of Desert Tropics for myself. This is not fall winter stuff. These are just another 6-pack that I added on. So the customer got 3 bars and then I got 2 bars of Desert Tropics. And there must be something else in here too. Oh yes, Peachy and Palm Trees, also for me. So I have not yet smelled Desert Tropics. This is the July scent of the month. And again, I've not smelled this yet, so I'm gonna do a first little sniff on this. Again, not warmed it. This is just the scent of the month for July. It's very nice. It's like a juicy, fruity, I get like pineapple. Some kind of like tropical fruit that I'm not very familiar with. I want to say guava or papaya or something of that nature. It's a very tropical fruity type scent. I think it'll be nice. It seems to be relatively strong on cold, so I expect it to be a good performer, but I will let you guys know. I'm going to grab one of my little sticker sheets here. If you're a customer of mine, you'll soon be receiving a sticker sheet with scratch and sniff stickers of all the new scents and a new catalog and all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to take the scent notes off of this and go through and kind of go from there. So here we have just the first bar I grabbed, black currant and plum. It's a pretty like kind of aubergine kind of maroon color. The notes are dark plum and wild black currant and bold and sweet apple for a temptation you won't want to resist. So dark plum, black currant, and apple. Ooh, it's pretty. It's like, it's pretty, but it's on the light side. I feel like this would be a pretty all year round scent. I don't think this screams fall winter. I think this is kind of like a slightly updated version of black raspberry vanilla. It's kind of soft, pretty, a little bit deep. I do get the apple there. The apple kind of reads almost as like a berry. It's like a berry apple. And then the plum, I think, is adding some sweetness and depth. It's really pretty. I think this would be a beautiful bedroom scent. I think this would be really pretty in body care actually as well. So black currant and plum, I really like it on cold. I do think it's going to be on the light side though, is my prediction. Next we have Falling Apples. So Falling Apples is take a stroll through an orchard lined with crisp apple, acorn, and oak. So apple, acorn, and oak should be really nice, very fallish sounding. That is very fallish. So this one is very woody. You do get a lot of that oak. And there's quite a bit of earthiness to this too, and I don't know if that's the acorn or something. It's not really coming across as nutty on cold. It's coming across as oaky, earthy, and a bit damp almost, with that apple note. And the apple note is pretty and on the brighter side. I would say it's a red apple though. It's kind of like a Johnny Appleseed type apple. It's almost like a perfumey apple a little bit. But I do get those woodsy notes. This is going to be really nice. I think this is going to be a nice mixer with any of your like cobblery type scents as well, if you have oats and honey or vanilla bean buttercream, sugar cookie. But I think it is going to be really pretty on its own as well if you prefer like an earthier type appley scent. Very nice. I'm impressed with that one. I think performance is going to be very good on that. Blackberry spice. So ripe blackberry bundled up with cedarwood and fresh clove. So blackberry, cedarwood, and clove. And again, we have like a nice maroon bar, very like deep kind of jewel tones. I like that. This is nice. Okay, this is almost reminding me a bit of blackcurrant and plum. Oh, it's nice. Okay. So I feel like on cold sniff, blackcurrant and plum and blackberry spice are both reminding me of like updated versions of black raspberry vanilla. The difference is, I feel like blackcurrant and plum is sweeter, leans a bit more body care, where blackberry spice leans more home fragrance. And I almost get like a cherry note in here. I think if you're someone that tends to get cough syrup from a lot of scents, you're going to get cough syrup from this. I don't tend to be bothered by cough syrupy type notes, so I think it's going to be fine for me. I almost get like a mulberry type note, but there is almost like a kind of syrupy berry type note that could be construed as NyQuil-like. I'm thinking NyQuil, there's like a berry flavored NyQuil that we buy. It smells a bit like that. Overall, not bad. I'm gonna warm it and probably enjoy it, and I'll probably even repurchase it if it does well. Very deep. The spice in here isn't aggressively spicy. I would say definitely more of like just sort of a dark fruity scent. Dark berry with just like a tiny bit of spice there. I think that cedarwood is lending some of that earthiness though. Yeah, I think that is kind of grounding it. There's that one. Cranapple crumble. This is the one I'm probably the most excited for. Okay, so we have baked crab apple. Okay, it is crab apple, topped with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. So they said cranapple crumble, but then my sheet here says crabapple crumble. So I don't know if it is crabapple or cranapple. I'll check what Scentsy says and put it in the notes below. So cranapple crumble. Crabapple, brown sugar, and whipped cream. It's very bakery. Whipped cream more on the bottom. I really like this. I knew I would. I'm getting more crumble, less crabapple. So I thought there'd be more apple to this scent. I'm getting much less apple and a lot more brown sugar crumble and a little bit of that kind of whipped cream note. The apple in here is a little bit, again, of a perfumey apple note, but it is very tempered by the bakery notes in this and that creamy note. I really like this. I'm gonna stick this in my warmer like as soon as I'm done filming this video, I think, unless something else beats it out. Next we have white amber and silk. This one is warm amber and bergamot are wrapped in comforting cotton for a smooth finish. So it is going to be a little confusing in the catalog now because we're going to have white amber and teak as well as white amber and silk. And both kind of are the same color-ish. So it's going to be a little bit confusing in the catalog. So be aware of which one you're ordering if you are ordering one of these bars. So white amber and silk, we got amber, bergamot, and cotton. This one is going to be an iffy one for me. If any of these I don't like, I suspect it'll be this one. Just because amber is hit or miss for me. Bergamot is hit or miss for me. And cotton is nice, but I don't typically love fresh type scents. But let's give it a sniff, because I do like cozy cardigan and all those types of ones. Okay. It's clean, like it's very clean. It's kind of like if you took all the musky coziness, all the muskiness out of like cozy cardigan and just had kind of like a soapy type scent. Kind of like that. It's not overpowering at all. It's quite light. But to me, it just smells kind of clean and soapy. Like, yeah, it's... I don't know that I get bergamot. I do get cotton for sure. Like clean cotton. I get clean cotton and soap is what I get. Just kind of like generic, like pretty, but just kind of soap. It's all right. Pretty for probably a bathroom or laundry room or a bedroom. Again, does not scream fall winter to me. This would be very much a year-round type of scent. I think it'd be just as pretty in the summer. So probably not a favorite for me, but I'm gonna warm it and I don't dislike it. I think if you really like Cozy Cardigan, you'll probably want to try that one. I think if you like Cashmere and Corduroy, that one is way lighter and not as sweet as Cashmere and Corduroy. Sips of cider, we have Lively Blood Orange steeped with sparkling ginger and a cinnamon stick. So blood orange, ginger, and cinnamon stick. Okay. Yeah, it's like a spicy orange. I do get cinnamon. It's kind of a red hot cinnamon rather than a cinnamon stick. I was hoping for cinnamon stick, like cinnamon bark, and I'm getting a red hot cinnamon. Blood orange, yes. Ginger, I think so. I would say there's ginger. There's a bit of like a nose tickling quality to it. Like, it kind of makes my nose itch. So it kind of reminds me of mulled cider and spice, or mulled cider and spice. The one we had last winter in the holiday trio. I wasn't personally a fan of that one, but it was okay on cold for me. And this one is also okay on cold for me, but it reminds me a lot of that one. So I'm not sure. I'll be very curious to see how this one warms, because the nose tickliness will either tone down on warm or tone up, and I'm not sure which it's going to be. But the orange note in here is pretty. It is like a juicy blood orange. And I would say the spice here is also not overdone. I would say it's less spicy than mulled cider and spice, more orange juice forward. So it's pretty. I would say about a medium strength. Velvet Moon. So this is joining Luna in our floral category for the winter. So this is soft vanilla flower and white musk glow behind a silky layer of foggy mist. So we have vanilla flower, white musk, and foggy mist. What does foggy mist smell like? I don't know. Damp? Foggy? I don't know. But I guess it's going to be kind of like a sort of evocative type scent. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's pretty. Okay. Super light. Like lighter than Luna Light. But it's pretty. So vanilla flower, I don't know that I wouldn't pick out vanilla flower, but there is a very soft, very pretty floral here that I really enjoy. I think if you like Luna, you'll probably like this. White musk, yes, I get white musk. That foggy mist, it does feel sort of like foggy and close, but clean. It's a clean, very soft floral. It's very pretty. It's got a bit of like a sparkliness to it. Or I guess a crispness would be the word. Not aquatic, but crisp. Yeah, it's hard to describe this one, but it's very pretty, very light. I think if you're okay with like kind of very gentle, soft florals, like I'm pretty averse to most florals and I really like this. I also really like Luna. So if you like Luna, I think you'll like this. If Luna's too floral for you, this might be as well, but it's very light. So I think probably bedrooms or smaller spaces only, but I am really looking forward to warming this one because that is going to be nice, I think. Next we have Perfect Day, and this one is autumn pear mixed with spice syrup and bourbon. Now I love pear scents. I haven't met too many pear scents I don't like, so I really do expect to like this one. Spice syrup sounds good. Splash of bourbon sounds great. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Pear is like a nice green pear. That spice syrup has the same spice note that they used in Sips of Cider. It's kind of that nose tickling spice just a little bit. But this one also does, I don't know if I get a ton of bourbon here, but I do get the spice syrup. And it's a nice sweet syrupy pear. It's nice. I think it's gonna warm really well. The spice is very understated in this and just kind of there for a little bit of depth. It's not a spicy scent. It's a very fruity scent and I really like it. It's a nice pear. I'm excited to have a nice pear for fall. Next we have Huckleberry Hideaway. This one is fresh picked huckleberry, mountain violet, and crisp white woods. Create the perfect retreat. So huckleberry, mountain violet, and white woods. Now my question is, do huckleberries and wild violets grow in the same places? Because I know huckleberries can grow like even up in the north where I live. But violets are like more of like a very, very hot weather type floral. They don't like to be under like 15, 20 degrees. So I'm wondering about that, but that's a total aside. Ooh. Okay. I can't decide how I feel about this one. I kind of like it, and then something hits me that I don't like, and I'm not sure what's hitting me that I don't like. Huckleberry. Yeah, it's kind of the same huckleberry as Huckleberry Clementine. The violet and the woods, I think. I like violet as a note. It's a floral that I do enjoy. But I'm getting less violet and more like violet leaf. It's kind of a leafy huckleberry. If you liked Huckleberry Clementine, you might enjoy this. This is a bit earthier than that one was. But something about this is hitting me a little bit unpleasant. A little bit sharp, a little bit sour, a little bit acrid. Not super unpleasant, but not pleasant. Yeah, I'll be curious to warm this one. And again, this one doesn't feel to me to be a fall winter scent. This seems to be an any time of year scent. I could have seen this being released with the spring summer catalog. So I don't think it's a very fallish scent, and I personally, the scent appeal for me on this one isn't super high, but I am excited to warm and try it. It's about a medium strength on cold. So there's that one. Next we have Frosted Vanilla. This is the last one of the new 10. This is a wonderland of sweet vanilla bean and birch bark with a rush of frosty air. So sweet vanilla bean, birch bark, and frosty air. This sounds like it should be a home run for me. Vanilla mint, dearly departed, is no longer with us, but we now have Frosted Vanilla, which I'm hoping is kind of like an updated version of it. So vanilla bean, good. Birch bark, good. Frosty air, good. This should be great. Oh, I like it. Yes, this is great. It's a vanilla peppermint. Yeah, vanilla peppermint. The birch bark is just barely there, and it's nice. It stops it from being straight up candy cane. It is very much like a candy cane scent with just a little bit of woodsiness to it. So if you remember NHL Fresh Ice or Olaf Warm Hugs, those were also kind of woodsy, minty scents as well. And Olaf Warm Hugs also had vanilla in it too. This is sweeter than both of those. And the wood in here is less woodsy than like Olaf Warm Hugs, and there's no cologne note like there was in NHL Fresh Ice. So this one is pure vanilla candy canes to my nose with just like a hint of like birch bark. It's very nice. I love this. Do I think it's a replacement for the vanilla mint? No, I think they're different types of scents. I think vanilla mint is kind of a feminine, perfumey mint, whereas this one is like a sweet kind of elevated candy cane. I really like this though. I think I'm going to be reaching for this a lot this winter. This one does feel very like holiday winter specific to me. That's not going to stop me from warming it like ASAP, but it's very kind of like November to January smelling to me. So out of the 10, if I had to recommend a 6-pack to try, let me sniff and find out. Okay, as I'm smelling white amber and silk again, I'm almost getting like a hint of coconut or something like that. Like it very much reminds me of like a summer fragrance. So this is very kind of spring summery to me. Reads kind of as a warm weather scent, but it will be pretty, I think, all year round. So there's that one. Not a favorite for me. I like it. It's pretty. I think it's going to be popular, and I think a lot of folks are going to like this one. Just wouldn't make my 6-pack recommendation. Huckleberry Hideaway. Probably my least favorite of the 10 new ones. Not a bad scent. If you're on the fence, I would suggest giving it a try. If you liked Huckleberry Clementine, I think you really need to try this because it's on the similar side. If you hated Huckleberry and Clementine, you're probably not going to like this. You can probably skip it. But yeah, I'll be curious to see what my husband thinks of this one because he hated Huckleberry Clementine. And I thought it was fine. And I think this is kind of okay as well. So I'll be interested to see what he thinks. And if you didn't like one, I would like to know what you think of the other as well. Blackberry Spice. This one's nice. Nice spicy berry, like light medium in intensity. I think it's really, really pretty, really nicely balanced. The berry notes are nice. The spice isn't overdone. It's just kind of warm and inviting. That'll be really nice, I think, for most people's houses. This, I think, is a nice giftable scent. I think most people would find this scent pleasant. I think if you tried Buckleberry and found it too spicy or found the berry notes in that a little bit too pungent, I think Blackberry Spice might be a version of that you might like better. Sips of Cider. This one is, jury's out on this one. I like it. It's very orange, but there's something about the spice note that makes my nose feel weird. So I will have to warm it to decide what I think. But I think this one reads more like October through January as well. Where I think Blackberry Spice you could warm most of the year, like 9 months a year. Falling Apples. It does have a lot of woodsiness to it. This one almost has boozy notes to it. Is there like boozy notes in Falling Apples? I don't see any boozy notes in the notes, but in the scent pyramid there might have been. I can't remember. But I smell boozy notes. Oak for sure. And that perfumey apple. I really like this. I would have preferred maybe if they'd gone with a juicier apple rather than the perfumier apple. But overall, a very good scent. Really like it. I think it's going to be popular. Velvet Moon. I can see this being kind of like the hit of the season. I could see this kind of being what Cashmere and Corduroy was last fall, where they'll bring this out maybe next year in like body care or laundry or something. This kind of smells like that potential to me. It's very pretty, like very pretty. And I think if you like any of those types of scents, you're gonna really like this one. It is quite light, but very pretty. Perfect Day. Yeah, it's a nice spiced pear. Definitely a sweet syrupy pear with just that same spice note that Sips of Cider has. These two share a very similar spice profile. And it's nose tickly to my nose, but I really like that pear, so I'm excited to have a pear. Cranapple Crumble. This one's good. Yeah, I'll be warming the heck out of that this season. So this is going in my warmers like right now. And then Black Currant and Plum. Again, very pleasant, very high scent appeal. I think most people will like this. So if I had to recommend a 6-pack for people who, like if you know your scent preferences, you know your scent preferences. And you'll order what you know you'll like. But if you're not 100% sure of what your scent preferences are and you want to play it safe, this would be my 6-pack recommendation for people who just want to try a little bit of everything or aren't sure what they like. Black Currant and Plum would be in there. Cranapple Crumble would be in there. Blackberry Spice would be in there. Frosted Vanilla. Velvet Moon. And then take your pick between Perfect Day and Falling Apples. Both are fruity, slightly spicy scents. Some people like pear, some people really hate pear. A lot of people like apple, but if you're a pear lover, I would pick Perfect Day. If pear's not for you, go with Falling Apples. Or if you're like a Scentsy addict like I am, just order all 10. So my 6-pack bundle is very jewel toned and blue. So there's the 6 of them together. So we have basically all the deep bars. We have Blackberry Spice, Cranapple Crumble, Blackcurrant and Plum, Falling Apples or Perfect Day, Velvet Moon, and Frosted Vanilla. I think that gives you a nice little bit of everything. And I think a lot of people are going to like Frosted Vanilla, especially as we get closer to the holidays. This one might be easy to overlook this time of year because it is quite, like I said, holiday-ish. But I think once we get into the colder months, it will be very popular. Whereas Velvet Moon, to my nose, beautiful year-round bedroom scent. Like, same as Luna is. Just a very beautiful kind of like nice background scent for the bedroom. Velvet Moon is going to be that as well, I think. So that is my cold sniff thoughts. So I'm going to go now and put wax in my warmers and then film my flash sale haul, because that also arrived the same day. So I had placed this transition order on the 1st, like right at midnight, and it just got here today. It shipped the same day as my flash sale order, and I didn't expect the flash sale to be here for like weeks, but that arrived today as well. So you win some, you lose some. I had to wait longer for my fall bars, but I got my flash sale order in record time, so who knows. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you've sniffed the 10 new fall bars. If you've made videos yourself, I'll probably be going and watching those tonight, and I'll probably be in your comments lurking and posting and all of that if you're a YouTube creator. Otherwise, I would love to hear your thoughts down below if you don't make your own videos, and let me know what your favorites are. If you're not a consultant, I would love to hear what your favorites you think are going to be and which ones you plan to order right when they launch on August 1st. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.